who's going to be sharing some great things about leadership in his space, Dr. Sherman Porterfield. I know he have a few more names. Maybe he's a bishop, archbishop.
Sherman Porterfield, I'm excited again to be here in place. One of the things that pushed my mother to leave the South was the Emmett Till murder. Wow. You train them up the right way that when they get older, they won't depart from it. So it allowed me to come back. I thank God for that. Being that we were in a metropolitan city, it gave me exposure to so many different things, to things that sustained me when I went my way, because I knew how to pray and I still had that relationship. Man, we both got something very much in common. I was born myself in New York. Okay. Jamaica, Queens. All right. But my mother's from here, Rock Hill. Right. So when she was 18, she moved to New York. Okay. And that helped you to see and learn different cultures and see things. Now that you're here, and you will see life a lot faster and move a lot faster. Well, let's talk about it. Nothing so good. Wow, Steve. See, I'm digging. I've been in the South for a while. I consider South Carolina my home. Okay. Love South Carolina. Our ancestors were slaves for over 400 years. When you think about what we as a people have gone through, and yet today, 2023, we still have yet to receive reparations. And we as African descendants have yet to receive reparations. So, growing up as a young man and going to public school in New York because of this organization and the work of this organization and fighting for civil rights, fighting for fair living and a fair wage and voting rights. Yes. Because of that, I became a gang member. I started a gang. And the perspective was just for protection. But my first marriage, I was married at 20 years of age. And when you think you're grown, you're really not grown. Just because you're over the age of 18 does not make you grown. Just because you can produce a seed does not make you grown. Yeah. Just because you're able to perhaps pay your own rent really doesn't make you grown. Yeah. Not just a speaker, but a doer. Not just a doer, but someone that is a live example. I was not old enough to touch Dr. King. I was not old enough to touch these people. But these people today can touch you, and you have to operate in order to be successful. In order to interact with them, you have to spend time and have a relationship with them. He was the first African American to open up a car dealership in South Carolina, and his name is Larry Wright. And Mr. Wright taught me the principles of winning. To be successful in life is to write it down. And he basically was saying, write the vision and make it plain. He says, when you have that outline, no matter what comes, no matter what distractions happen, you can always go back to your outline. And if you don't succeed that day, you put it on the next day's outline. And that changed my life. I'm always excited about building people up. If I meet people, I'm encouraged for those few minutes. I have the elevator approach, the selling approach of these next 20 seconds is to build them up, not tear them down.